Yeah, exactly. Creatine it has not been shown to help with anything when it comes to aerobics or endurance yet. That's a question that's come up on the exam before for others. So just know that creatine, it can help with optimal power, resistance training, muscle growth. So anything you see that looks anaerobic, creatine has been shown to help with that. But aerobic and endurance, there have been no long-term effects of creatine on that yet. All right, let's go ahead and get into the questions. Question 1, we got a nutrition question here. All right, 21-year-old gymnast looking to lose 5 pounds, total kcal expenditure, 3,300 calories, consuming 2,800 calories a day. How long will it take to lose this 5 pounds? A, 25 days, B, 29 days, C, 35 days.
C.
C.
All right, C. C is correct. So how did we come up with that?
Well, a pound is like 3,500 calories.
Yep.
Did the math in my head, 3,500 divided by 7. And then, 3,500 divided by the 500, the deficit. And then 3,500 divided by 500, 7. And then the 7 days times the 5 pounds, 35 days.
Great job. Exactly. So yeah, just like you said. So we know that a pound is going to be 3,500. We know then we want to look at the deficit we're in each day, 500, like you said. So when you divide that, it's going to be 7. It's going to be 7, essentially 7 days to get to where you need to be. How many days does it take to do that? 5. So good job there. Number 2, using linear periodization for a soccer player, in what phase would they be doing 4x3 trap bar deadlifts, concentrically producing max speed? A, preseason, B, off season, C, in season.
C.
C.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. So C. So again, this one could be A or again, A, obviously we know B is probably not the one we're focused on because we're talking about max speed, B and C. What made you all ultimately choose C over B? Who wants to answer?
Maintenance. That's in season maintenance reps.
Yeah. So again, we don't want to go too much volume, but at the same time, we're sticking at 3, and we're talking about that concentrically producing max speed. That's going to be something that not only talks about maintenance speed, but also peaking, like focusing on that max speed is probably going to be something that's in season. So going down to the 2, I would choose C because of that max speed, that parentheses. 3, which of the following is not a banned substance? A, EPO, B, citrus aurantium, C, HGH.
B.
Yep, B is going to be correct. So again, even if you didn't know what that was, I would do process of elimination. We know HGH. You should know HGH. We talk about that as anabolic is going to be banned. Then EPO, again, as I mentioned, that's going to be the blood doping one. Does anyone know what citrus aurantium is? Yeah, it's like a substance. Obviously, as the name hints, I know it comes from like orange and orange plants. It's a mainstream supplement. They say it can help with weight loss. Again, another one of those substances that it's not wide. The research isn't wide enough to confirm it, but they've been able to do their trials enough to get it sold. Again, remembering that things aren't FDA regulated, but yeah, that's citrus aurantium. It is not banned though. All right, number 4. A suggested dose of caffeine is between 3 and 9 milligrams, per kilogram. At what point is an overdose of caffeine potentially a concern? A, 1 gram, B, 3 grams, C, 5 grams.
Probably 5. Just because it's the highest.
Exactly. Five is correct. So yeah, for any of us that drink coffee or caffeine, like you'll know that it does take a lot to overdose to it, which is sad. That's why some people get hooked and drinking before they go to bed. But it takes an extremely large amount of caffeine before it's overdose concern. So yeah, it's gonna be 5 grams or more in a dose. And then lastly for this chapter, creatine supplementation improves all of the following variables. Just talked about this, except which? A, lean body mass, B, max strength, C, endurance power, C, endurance performance, or D, power.
C.
C.
Yep, C, exactly. So if you see anything about creatine, what it helps, anything about aerobics or endurance is not going to be the answer. All right. So we'll get into some of chapter 12 and 13. I don't know if we'll get through